Okay, audio now? Audio now. Hooray. Um, that seems like maybe I fixed it. Yes, audio now. Good. I don't understand my laptop. It said that I was using the microphone, but there was no input from the microphone. But when I unplugged and plugged the microphone back in, it was fine. So, fun. Um, Hello, Unicorn Duke. I'm glad that you made it for once and can watch it live. I'm sorry that it started with the awkward silence. But here we are. Here we are with sound that should continue to work. And now it's time to draw something. What doesn't? That's fair. What doesn't start with awkward silence? Well, it wasn't awkward silence for me. I was talking. I started the stream. I said hello to people, and then I realized that there was no audio input. So, you know, what can you do? So, as I was saying to no one because the mic wasn't working, I'm not sure what I'm going to draw today. I had a couple of ideas. One of them came up on Wednesday's impromptu stream, which was a harpy knitting circle, but harpies have some issues for knitting in that they don't have hands. But also, it's difficult to make harpies safe for work, it turns out. So, we might try a harpy knitting circle. But the other thought that I had came from someone mentioning a chicken tea party. And I was thinking we might take sort of a Sherlock Holmes kind of Lovecraft horror style setting and just sort of bird D&D into it. So make some dashing turn of the century detective characters. Because we've got a Cthulhu already, so we have unknowable horrors. So I thought that we could also maybe do that, and I thought I'd leave it up to you guys what you'd like to participate in. Figment's made unicorns have a similar problem to harpies in that they do not have hands, and it turns out you need 2 hands to knit. I was going to use harpies' feet, but then having them sit is awkward. So I thought, hey, dashing turn of the century characters. Yes, the Cintiq issue did get fixed. My computer didn't believe it existed. And much like the microphone, it turns out I had to unplug it and plug it back in. And then try and repair the driver. Hooray. I don't know. My laptop is losing its little mind. The unicorns are working together using their horns as needles. Okay, that's actually adorable, our craft. But then how do you wrap the yarn? You need like a third unicorn. Or like a person standing in the middle. I actually know how to knit. That's the problem here. That's why it's a knitting circle. So what you're saying is it's like 2 unicorns. Hang on, I need to knitting is hard to draw. Also, let's see. There are the loops. One horn is going through the other. Right. So you've got more. This is. Wait, it's backwards because the quill is on the other side. So you're holding it. Also, this is going to be the style of knitting that I knit because that's the one I know. So I apologize if it's confusing to anyone. Oh no, picking up a stitch with 2 unicorns and a quail would be almost impossible. Okay, let's see. I feel like somewhere around here I just have an image of knitting. But where? No one knows. Perhaps, nope. No. Could it be an old or untitled folder? No. Untitled. Why do I have an untitled folder there? Okay, cool. So let's see. I'm just trying to avoid Googling knitting, basically. Oh, hang on. I bet I can just look this up by name. Yep, there it is. Cool. Just gonna open it. Oh. Oh, it's reading the Photoshop format. That's old. It's, oh my, this is taking quite some time. Sorry, there we go. I knew I had a thing I'd done with knitting before. Just, okay, that's how I faked it. Neat. So, it's like, you know what? Let's just take that. No, come on, layer. Become part of my other drawing. Thank you. Just take that. Yeah, this was a logo thing for a thing that never happened. But I did remember doing a bunch of research on exactly how knitting looked. Aw, Shiba Inu puppy. Black Wolf Frost. That sounds like a good afternoon. Now the question is, it comes out here. There's like a that pull, between that pull, I say, I don't know, knitters. That pull between the two. Because that's how knitting works. So anyway, while we're doing knitting, a fair warning that at some point during this stream, my break will be differently timed because I am waiting for a contactless delivery of stuff, soil and plants. And they will call, and sometime between probably 4 and 5, I will take my break to collect my plants that will have been contactlessly delivered to my porch. So if you hear my phone go off and then the sound pauses, that's why. I have no control over when they are doing their deliveries because they've only just become a store that does deliveries. So, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with what they need me to do. Because I really don't want them to end up having to close. Because I love them. So, also because I really need potting soil right now. And I was a little bit worried about where I was going to get some. Given that non-essential businesses are closed and we are sheltering in place. Yeah, our craft, I swore I was never going to grow tomatoes again. Because basically the neighborhood animals just eat them before I do. But now the world is like this. And so here we are. As I said on Twitter, what is there to do but plant tomatoes? I've set aside a little bit, mostly of your money, patrons, to donate. I say, to purchase things from local companies, small shops, and things that I like to go to, that are having to deal with working out how to make money when they are legally obliged to be closed. Just all the places that have been selling gift cards or started doing contactless delivery. I've been trying to do little things to keep making purchases there. So, contactless delivery tomato plants, here I come. And if you want to support my local shops, my favorite tea company in the whole world is Red Blossom Tea Company in San Francisco. And they have a bustling online shop that you can buy tea from. If you want extremely curated, hand-selected, fancy tea, there's a place to get it. They'll mail it to you. I know because they mailed it to me. So, support the small companies that are used to getting income from walk-ins, because they're not getting that anymore. And there's my my economic/pandemic rant for the day. It's a pretty distinct shop, Necker Buffalo. They redid it. It's super nice. It's got a nice sort of wooden sign with the red blossom on it. It's in the middle of San Francisco's Chinatown. If you're familiar with San Francisco's Chinatown, it's like a few blocks past the bright gold Bank of America building. When I worked and out of my house and went to San Francisco more, I would hang out in there with the owners and drink tea. It is a beautiful shop, and they're awesome. And I highly recommend them. Yeah, Unicorn Duke, nice. That sounds like a really good way to get out of the house. A nice scenic drive to a dairy farm, yeah. I like it. It feels like the thing to do. I tried. My neighborhood is collecting donations for masks, and I had some unopened surgical masks, and so I left them on my stairs for someone to just appear and pick up. Such an odd, like, it's odd to interact with your neighbors without ever seeing them. But yeah, just now I'm just gonna. If you guys have favorite local shops that are now doing mail order and you'd like to pitch them, feel free to do so in the chat. I've pitched my people. Got myself some oolong and some green tea to attempt to round out what has been either all the caffeine or none of the caffeine the last couple of weeks. I've labored over this. I've lovingly labored over this knitting, and I realize that it is not the thing I should have done first in this drawing. But what can you do? It's what's happened. Let's put some unicorns in there. What do you say? I hope that they I hope that they work to scale because I've pre-made some decisions here. Unicorns. That's true. I'll be perfectly frank. You are correct. Unicorns are in fact the easy part. Um, the knitting was the hard part, but I have to make sure that my unicorns are in scale with the horns and the knitting that I've created. So we might have to do some erasing here and there. But that will be fine. What are the chat? What are the unicorns making? This is your fault. What are they making? What sort of arts and crafts do unicorns do? Yeah, it's sort of at this point a scarf. It sort of feels like a scarf. Um, yeah, public transit leaving. I'm basically getting gift cards and things from people who will bring them to my house because I'm trying to really really not go out. Go out once a week for my sort of post office cat food single like errand adventure, but beyond that, eh. Yeah, right. The unicorns are knitting a rainbow scarf, obviously. that it's of course. Oh yeah, and now video games are getting delayed, and the internet's mad about it, and it's like, guys, you know, people, like real people make those, right? You know that those people are also freaking out, sheltering in place in their house, trying to figure out how to make video games in their living room. It's, it's not gonna go great for a while. As someone who works from home, it turns out your computer isn't as great as you thought it was when you suddenly have to do something mad on it. Yeah, the one Safeway trip. That's the new way the world works. I feel like this is like a couples knitting session here. I don't know. I don't know why I've decided that these unicorns are a couple, but they feel like a couple now to me. That's where we are. All right. Because we still have to do a quail after all. Because you know, they need help knitting. Just a couple of unicorns. All right, let's see. And then I don't think the beaks are long enough. I mean, I think that a murder of crows would have to have the assistance of, for example, a couple of herons to knit. All right, now we need the quail, who's got the string in one hand, the yarn. You know what I mean. Um, Now let's see, where is the is the is somebody holding the ball of yarn, do you think? Yeah, this unicorn is holding the ball of yarn, I think. We'll work out exactly how that's working in a second. It'll be fine, I'm sure. It's probably a center pole ball, so he can hold it and not mess up the knitting. Obviously. No, because so here's the thing, you need two you need to be able to like keep tension on the yarn, which means that you can't use like a third needle. You have to have like a grasp. You have to have a grip on it, because I like that you guys are adding stuff, and I'm just like, no, Mrs. I've already drawn it. It's fine. Look at that. It's already happened. I wonder how far behind the video is. Oh dear. How buffering am I? We'll never know. It's true. Just like, hey, that we've we've moved on. All right. Let's. The quail needs to be looking. Yeah, he needs to be looking down at the yarn, obviously, because knitting takes some concentration. And he's moving the yarn along with this foot. As you do. It's true. Mostly my concern over your suggestions was actual video lag. And if I was so out of sync that you were in fact not aware that I had already drawn a ball of yarn. If it was so badly out of sync that excellent. Minimal lag is what I like to hear. I'll tell you how to make your stream this snappy, Valkyrie. You hardwire a Cat 8 Ethernet cable into your fiber internet router. Then suddenly your upload speed is just, it's terrifying and defies reason. Highly recommend. I had to buy an adapter and an Ethernet cable, but by God, it was worth it. It's hilariously unfairly fast. I need quail reference images, is what's happened, because I feel like what I've done is I've drawn a pigeon, which is fine, but was not what I set out to do. Oh, let's see. I think California quail, because I want the doodly bob on the head. You know. Let's see. Are you? Yeah, there you go. Doodly bob on the head. Yeah, it's highly recommend if you have the option. Hardwire yourself into your fiber. Oh no. Such lag. That's see that's I was like that's what I was sort of concerned about, was the idea that I was so far behind that you'd all missed what I'd just drawn somehow. I was like, but I did the yarn. I did it. It's there. What? A small friend to go in the attic. Well, I mean, if it makes you feel better, Unicorn Duke. I talked for like at least 30 seconds before I realized that no one could hear me at the beginning of today's stream. So I feel like the streams that go really smoothly, I feel like it's all a lie and what they have is staff. That someone else is setting that stuff up and then just bringing them into the room. That's what I think is going on. Because I am certainly not that great at setting things up. Also, I sort of feel like OBS is just constantly trying to surprise you in sort of a April Fool's kind of way, where everything will be set up and it'll like I have permanent setups in there. I've set everything up. Everything's got all the images, the POTUs there, all the different layers, all the different starting screens and stuff. And I sort of feel like sometimes I just turn it on and OBS is like, I don't understand. Where's your web camera? And I'm like, the same place it was before, right there. And OBS is like, no, it's not. You have to click on this. Oh, there it is. But you had to click on it. It's such a thing. It has this vibe of like, surprise. Now I can't find your microphone. No idea why. Just it's gone now. Although in OBS's defense, some of that is probably just my computer. Also, April Fool's surprising me with mistakes. Yeah, see, Unicorn Duke, I start every stream with my mic muted. So I had unmuted it. I just wasn't looking at the I often cover my input stuff with reference images and things for what I'm working on. Because there's only so much screen space and I need to see chat. So I was not looking at the microphone readouts and did not realize that there was no actual sound coming out. After I'd unmuted myself. Okay. Let's knitting quail. I'm gonna see if I can't get a little bit more. Oh, there we go. That quail vibe going on. Leave it like that. It's fine. All right. Quail. Quail is helping. Let's do some unicorn cleanup. That sounds so disastrous. Just gonna pull up some unicorn reference here. Which abounds, it turns out, on my computer. Yeah, he's a fancy California quail. Oh, you know what? Actually, let's do a little bit of there, just so we can see his little toes. Okay, where are we? We're on the unicorn layer. The unicorn layer. because we want to make sure that the unicorn, that's pretty good. That feels just delicately holding it. There we go. And all my unicorns look kind of out of sorts. Don't know why exactly. Possibly because I insist on giving them rectangular pupils. As they should have. Because they are based on deer and goats. Well, they'll need a basket later when the knitting gets longer, I assume. Because, I mean, they're obviously going to need to add more yarn at some point. Yeah, I don't know. Now we're just getting more. We're just getting more floof. This is what happens. Okay. Where? I mean, okay. Good. There's unicorn number one. We need to make it clearly a horn. Needs some shape and such. All right. Unicorn 2 is daintier. Just a little bit of a daintier unicorn. A little bit less scruffy, a little bit more delicate. You know. Sometimes these things happen. No, figment's made. Why would you overbake the bread? Again. How often do you bake bread and how often does it overbake? Is this a repeated problem? A regular bread issue? Ah, phone timers. Not to be trusted. Okay. This one's gone a little bit last unicorn movie. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I accept it. It's true. This is This is the world on hard mode. This is the setting all of us regret that we can't now turn off. This is what we're stuck with. So, you know, if you're having trouble focusing long enough to wait for the bread timer, that seems fair and normal. Like something we're all pretty much feeling. Just doing the best we can to get by. Drawing unicorns and quail knitting scarves. As you do. You know, we've all got different coping mechanisms. Much love and sympathy for the other freelancers out there who've realized that our coping mechanism for working from home was leaving. So that's been fun. I feel you all. I didn't really realize that was true so much because I didn't think about it. You just don't think about the casual times you leave the house. You don't think about like the number of times you go and sit in a coffee shop or take a walk or how you've arranged your life to do errands like every day of the week instead of all at once. It's just that's just the way it goes. When you suddenly have to plan your week and be like, okay, I'm going to leave the house once. It's like, oh, I left the house a lot before. Just casually left the house all the time. See you later, Figments made. Hope that your bread is only a little overbaked and still delicious. So yeah, the moral of that story is if people tell you that you should be fine, they are incorrect. Being sequestered in your house for 7 days in a row is not normal. See you later. Get to know nature. Ah, yes, Unicorn Duke's dress crafting. I have gotten very behind on dishes, is what's happened to me. Because I don't, it turns out, cook at home that much, or at least I did not used to. And now suddenly, I cook all of my meals at home. Ah, that angle. And I bake things, and there's just always dishes. Just always, forever dishes. Someday, catch up on the dishes. Okay, unicorns. Oh, hang on. Unicorns knitting with a quail. Hooray. Let's just, I don't know, let's make it clear that the scarf is rainbow because I feel like I want to. I'm just gonna grab just an ink brush. What color will the rainbow start with? I think purple. Ah, yes. So here's the thing that I've done, and I don't know if it will help anyone else, but it's helped me. I have a little list on my desk, and it's a list of sort of random things that just like stupid little things that need doing, like put a thing in the pantry, or vacuum, or do the dishes, or carry the thing outside. And the goal is to do one of those stupid little things a day. And then I get to mark it off, and I get to feel like I am the champion who is not failing at work from home. So the problem is that do dishes just stays on there because there's always dishes and I can never cross it off. But other than that, okay, there's an order in which rainbows go, and I suddenly don't know what it is. Is it red now? Is that how the color spectrum works? Am I right or wrong? At this point, is it too late? Probably. Blue, is there blue in a rainbow? Hang on. I'm just gonna look up a rainbow. How sad is that? Oh, would you look at that? There is blue. And it is after purple. Well. Well. But the sky is blue. Why would there be blue in a rainbow? Whatever. It's fine. I can do what I mean, I can do whatever I want, but um but there is a codified rainbow. There's rules. There's rainbow rules. I want to get it correct. Because then it's green. See, now I've looked it up. So it's like purple on one end, red on the other. Like a loop. And then I want to say yellow. Yes, yellow. Rainbow rules. Yellow. Rainbow Rules feels like the name of an 80s cartoon show. To me, that's the vibe I get from it. You know, possibly because Rainbow Bright actually existed, but like a high school magic girl kind of show. Rainbow Rules. Okay, where to make sure I don't color the feet, just the yarn. There we go. And then, now here's a thing that I've done before and regretted. This yarn has to be like rainbow because it's politely knitting a rainbow. So I have to make sure that it's striped in the right rainbow pattern. Yeah, that's right. I'm thinking through how these unicorns and this quail are making this scarf, you guys. It's it's important. It's important that it works. Wouldn't want it to be too confusing. We need the verisimilitude after all. Because the suspension of disbelief with the unicorns and the quail knitting a scarf is important. Like we want it to feel real. Sorry. There we go. Okay. So that's a thing that exists now. Look at that. Like a professional, I pre-saved this file. So now I can just hit save. So yeah, there we go. Our unicorn scarf knitting is complete. Is this the gayest thing? No, it's not the gayest thing I've ever drawn. But it's but it is unicorns knitting a rainbow scarf, so you know. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely gay. I'm just saying it's not the gayest thing I've ever drawn. Quail's little feet. Okay. So this is a thing that exists now. Just gonna group these layers. Rainbow corns is what I'll call the layer. Sure. Because all my unicorns have goat eyes. Because that's how I believe unicorns are. It's probably true. Probably either blood or alcohol, but no, this is just a touching, warm-hearted. Yeah, so they're based on my unicorns are based kind of on mule deer, actually. Hence the ears. Mule deer and goats. I am of the school of people who feel that unicorns should look more like goats and less like horses. We're in the minority, but they have cloven hooves. They have cloven hooves and go. Hang on, I'll just pull up one of the many. You know, well, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning when they were charming, and less angry and scruffy. Because they started kind of going off the rails. But this was the initial unicorn design sequence. So you know, they started off quite deer-like and quite cheerful. Um, Yeah, so I went a little bit. I've got, hang on. We did when we did they're meant to be charming, but then we went off the rails, and at a certain point, um we did the Witcher unicorn, which is a little bit more hoarse because he needed to be thick with two C's, um, but still the goat tail, still the cloven hooves, but with 100% more murder. Yeah, I do charming unicorns, and then chat was like, but could there be more blood? I don't know. Chat's gotten nice again. Now that this is what you guys did today. It was such a nice rainbow scarf knitting friends. But there was a period, I think possibly because we were all a little bit shaken by the world, when chat got a little dark. There was a lot of requests for more violence and more blood. So, this is nice. Look at these nice unicorns knitting their nice rainbow scarf with their quail friend. This is really more what we're about. I do not know where Hannah is. She was feeling not super great on Wednesday, so she might be recovering. Um, oh no. Oh no, it's just stuck now. I don't know how that happened. Back, stop, back out, back all the way out. Thank you. So, let's see. Chat knitting a surname. Uh, we have unicorns knitting a scarf. What shall we? What shall I know? Phone. I know that you want me to look at you, but you're not my potting soil, so I don't care. Um, no swords and no Auntie Shepherd, so we're low on violence, high on knitting apparently. All right, what's next? What was I doing before? Oh right, the chicken tea party. I'm just gonna draw a chicken tea party. You know what? Why not? Let's just have a nice chicken tea party. Um, I'm gonna look up chicken reference. I mean, of course, there's chicken reference on my computer everywhere. Let's see. So I think one fine rooster gentleman probably should be involved. Um, because you know, because rooster is really. Oh, let's see. What shall we? Some nice. Oh, here's a good chicken. Getting the chickens with all the hairdos. Let's any other good hens we need. Those seem pretty solid. Just see if I've got any back here lingering around. Okay. Good. Yes, I have many of the ones that are so floofy they cannot see. Okay. There we go. So let's see. We're gonna have one that's the sort of floofy, silky, where it's kind of like two pom-poms. Yeah, like that. And let's see. And then over here we'll have okay, no, slightly different angle, I think. They're sitting in a circle, obviously. Obviously, I say. Here there's one of the ones that's just, it's like, oh, I forget what they're called. I've drawn them before. But you know, they've got sort of the whole head of decorative feather floof that just covers their face entirely. Starts with an I bet I have a sketch that I gave an appropriate name to. I label things better when I sketch them. Let's see. Back in time. There's a quail. There's my Sumatran rooster. Oh, nope, it's called screenshot. Oops. But I definitely crested hen is what I call the file. You know, that thing where you're like, oh, I'll finish this someday. Yeah, this one, crested hen. Apparently. So, you know. And then maybe sitting slightly too close together. Let's have them lounge a little bit separate. And then let's see, we have a rooster, I think, here. A fine gentleman. Because, you know, a well-dressed gentleman. Yeah, feels a little bit. Bring him in some. There we go. Good. A good well-dressed rooster. Look at all that. Look at all that finery there. Does he need more of a comb? Should we go for because this is kind of a yeah, well no, let's stick with it. Let's stick with the game chicken. Let's he needs to look supercilious but not angry. Now he looks worried. There we go. Eyelid solves the problem. Perfect. Okay. Oh, no, he does need to be, he needs to be closer to the ladies. So now the question becomes, I've just drawn chickens. Are we anthropomorphizing our chickens at this point, or am I just giving them teacups on the ground? What is they do? I've given them personalities, or tried to anyway. So I don't know. Could go either way. Table for the tea. Okay. Okay. So in that case, let's just in that case, let's see. Fine china. Let's design a tea set. Let's design a tea set for chickens. Flared lip, decorative, a decorative rim, maybe. Just put chickens around a table with teacups, no explanation. Well, because see the route that we can go, the sort of bird D&D route, which would be that sort of thing, where they're having proper tea. He's got or a monocle. You know, that sort of thing. This was just sitting in the middle with a teacup on the table, like I don't know. So there's that kind of there's that version. Oops. But also there's just leg. Like teacups, a doily. That kind of thing. Okay, my computer is losing its mind. Hang on. Let me check my driver. See if it's lost it. Yep, it has. Cool. Well, when I take a break, I will have to fix my Cintiq again. But it's not so bad that I can not carry on. So yeah, a doily, teacups, like a full tea service. And they're just chickens sitting there staring at it. What do you think? What do you think, chat? Which are you feeling? Anthropomorphized chickens? Or just regular old chickens confused about a tiny tea set? What are your thoughts on the matter? Because we have one person who has no opinion. So chat does not. No. Okay. One person has an opinion. Cool. We're going with the one opinion we got then, is what's happening. Okay. We'll make a proper. Just regular chickens, but they don't look confused. They all look kind of angry right now, honestly, except for the middle one, who can't see anything. Okay, let's see. I mean, they're just gonna look like chickens. They're just gonna look like chickens sitting there staring down at the table. Anything you read into them is your own supposition, really. Who can know the mind of a chicken? Who can be certain what the chicken is thinking? That's terrible. That's a terrible. No, put that back. We need a decent cream pitcher there. Did a terrible job. Need to be able to. There we go. That's better. And the sugar. Okay. Tiny tea set. The confusion is left to the observer. Yeah, fair enough. The chickens are just chickens. Like dogs playing poker if it was just dogs sitting and rolling around on a table with poker cards out. Chickens have no gods or masters. Oh dear. Hello, Auntie Shepherd. We're over here. We're in the midst of chicken tea time, it turns out. Given them very small, like dollhouse cups. I might need to make this whole thing slightly larger. I don't know. We'll see. See how I feel about it. Cardinals, no respect for anyone. That was to a thing in chat, but I'm just gonna let future viewers wonder why I have a thing against Cardinals. Seems fine. I'm also just loving the general concept of the phrase "chickens have no gods or masters." Okay. Wow, all my teacups are super different. Oh, I should really have drawn that larger while I was looking at the whole image. Oh well, what can you do? Fix it later. There we go. And a doily. Because of course a doily. Because, you know, what kind of respectable chickens don't have a doily on their tea table? You know. Now I'm just pretending. That's doily-like. That's doily-ish. Chickens aren't egalitarian, though, which means they aren't truly anarchist. Fair enough. But I mean, you know, what can you do? There's no convincing a chicken of anything. Tablecloth. Because, you know, that's a little bit too steep an angle. Okay. Chicken tea party. Let's move the tea party slightly this way. And then make it a little bit bigger. There we go. It's behaving a little bit better. When I take a break, I'm gonna have to fiddle with it again because it's lost my Cintiq's driver again. Also, it still occasionally reboots itself and it still sometimes just turns the monitors off for no reason. So I guess the answer is no. But to be honest, it's been doing that for months. But the losing the Cintiq is new. So I haven't yet made my peace with that weird quirk. That is the wrong layer. That's not the chicken layer. It's the tea layer. There we go. Yeah, sometimes I've turned off my computer and turn it back on just to get the screen to work. I don't know, it's a whole thing. It's probably a software issue. But I also don't want to upgrade to the new operating system because the new Mac operating system is a little bit like aggressively exclusionary. It stopped supporting a lot of things. And that's sad and deeply problematic. So here we are, working with what we got. Oh yeah, also I started the stream with no audio and didn't realize it for like 30 seconds. Until chat was like, should there be audio? Because there's not. And I was like, oh yeah, there should be. You should hear me talking. And that was solved by unplugging my microphone and plugging it back in, which seems to be the way most things are solved. Just turn it off and turn it back on. Okay. What? No. That was not, that was just me talking to my computer. No, bad file. You behave. I mean, I guess I'm just doing a normal chicken now, so better do the whole chicken. Ah, there's a rooster in here. It's not just the ladies. And hello, Tenchi 3. It's not just a hen party. Okay. Which means, nope, stop it. Which means we need all the chicken fluff here. All the fluff. Auntie Shepherd, the dogs are gonna win. The rooster can be trans. I suppose that's fair. The rooster could in fact identify as female. But, you know, who needs a gender exclusionary celebration anyway? Let's get some fine plumage going on here. Get that rooster tail going on. I feel like the rooster can do what it wants and make its own assumptions. But it certainly has rooster plumage, which is the thing that matters for what I'm doing. Because, you know, birds and gender dimorphism. Nobody has feet. Let's not start now. This is a no feet. Well, It's now 4:44 and I have not received information regarding my potting soil delivery. I have concerns. Oh. Here's hoping that it arrives. Later, Otenchi 3. I hope that the rest of the stream on YouTube does not disappoint. Lord knows what will actually happen. Look at me. And now I'm checking business messages. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Auntie Shepherd, you missed the start of the stream. This is a chicken tea party. Because we started with this. This was the beginning. This is where we began. It took a while because I had to draw knitting. But there's already been a quail. And the most charming, happiest, gayest unicorn knitting couple ever. The quail is helping them knit. So that was where we started today. And then once we'd done that, this is where we went. Now there's a chicken tea party. What comes next? Who knows? But not more knitting. Hard line on that. I feel like that was enough knitting. Knitting is hard to draw. It's like weirdly involved. Has a lot of small details that you don't really want to fake too hard. Well, I say you, I mean I, because I know how to knit. So I care that it's right. That's the real problem. Oh, you know what we need? Hang on. This image needs... Let's see. Need the right... Yes. That's the right angle. Nope. Nope. What it needs... is just a little check. Peeking up over the table. Just try and get this looking. There we go. There we go. Just okay, let's fix this. This is kind of a sketchy mess. Let's get this properly here. There we go. Baby chicken. Just, and it needs to be shorter. It needs to be only barely seeing over there we go. That's what we needed. There. Done. Okay. Oh, what now? What to do now? I need more tea. But I'm holding my break until my plants get here. Assuming that's still happening. A velociraptor? Just a velociraptor. At least it's not a camel combined with a velociraptor. Let's close some windows here. Just tidying up. Close some windows and leave that open while we consider. Dinosaurs? Velociraptor are sort of the chickens of the dinosaur world. That's true. And you know that I feel they should have feathers. Because, of course, they should have feathers. Obviously. Eating a landlord. The violence is back. Just looking at Velociraptor reference images, trying to find ones that aren't Jurassic Park. Oh, that's a cool skeleton. Yeah, I don't feel like drawing violence today. We're more of a unicorn couple knitting rainbow scarves kind of mood today. It's way more of a it's more of a velociraptor cuddling a kitten kind of day for me. It turns out. Which I feel I could make happen. Why aircraft? Why must you make me? Why must you want to make me Google complicated craft machines? I'm just looking at Velociraptor reference. Just trying to get ideas. Velociraptor pottery wheel. No, you use your arms for pottery, and its little arms are too short. Well, actually, it's probably not. I don't know. They're not super short, but they are pretty short. Also, the feathers probably get in the way. It's true. I was trying to think of our craft. I was trying to think of wholesome, non-violent things a velociraptor could do. It's. I'm trying to. I'm trying to do. Okay. I need to figure out how velociraptors are built. Okay. Cause kind of like I kind of want the like it's got the legs and then the feet, and I kind of they get kind of and I kind of want to do like the no, that's the wrong scale. And I kind of want to have like a kitten like there, you know? Kind of want to have that kind of vibe going on. Oh, and there's like a kitten on its head, like there. But that's not how velociraptor legs work. So let's. It feels like it's like that, kind of. Maybe. A velociraptor. Painting a velociraptor. Oh no. Velociraptor Inception. Let's see. So that kind of the. It's a little unclear, really. But the general vibe. Oh, Bob Ross. It is really hard to paint anything that fast. Bob Ross was amazing. Okay. Now, let's see. They got sort of the lizard lizard-ish face. Happy little trees. Happy little velociraptor. But now I need to give him feathers to be sure that we are being true and fair to the reality of dinosaurs. Because I mean, feathers. Let's see. Let's do. I like the sort of like wing thing that some people do going on kind of the arms. But mostly it's sort of more like emu and ostrich feathers, it seems like. So more like fur, I guess, than anything. Then let's see. Then let's sort of assume it's like a vulture. And they've got sort of a naked face. Because, that makes sense. Oops. Yes. What kind of eyes do we suppose they had? Browned people? Slit people? Let's go with that. Sure, why not? Oh, our craft, I can hear that in Bob Ross's voice too. Oh no, Collie, beam her Y. I can hear Bob Ross's voice being like, I think our velociraptor should have a friend. Everybody needs a friend. And his friend is right there, in the bushes. Just right next to you. So good. Okay. Now I need to Google kitten reference. That's right, Google image search. I'm just image searching the word kittens. I know, right? What has happened? What has come to pass? Oh, so many kittens. Kitten sleeping. Need a good curled up sleeping kitten. As you do. Oh, let's see. Oh, these pictures are so annoyingly adorable. Ah. Such cute kittens. Okay. So here's a sleeping kitten. With its little feet curled up. Like you do. A sleeping curled up kitten. There's this little kitten tail. There's this little kitten nose. Sleeping kitten. And then kitten on head needs to be awake. So kitten pouncing. Yes. Yes. Yes, like that. Oh, let's see. So many kittens. Yes. Okay. Just gonna have this kitten is defying all odds to stand on the back of the velociraptor. Because, of course. Let's see. Kitten has... This one has stripes. Because it's just like a tabby to stand on the head of a velociraptor. Just like one. Oh, is Collie better? Poor Beamer. I'm glad that he has had antacids and Benadryl. Too much excitement for Collie. Okay. So now we have a velociraptor and kittens. That's a thing that's happened. I guess we're just really quick sketching today. I still don't have plant things, but it's after 5. I really need to take a break and make more tea because I'm starting to feel the scratchiness in my throat happening. So So I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be back in just a few minutes with more tea. Hopefully during that time, Beamer will calm down. And while I'm gone, you guys can try and figure out what now. We've done that. We've done the chicken tea party. And we've done gay unicorn knitting. That's been our day. In case you forgot, or just recently joined us. So there's the history of stream. We'll just leave this up for now. And you guys discuss what the last bit of stream shall be. I will be back hopefully shortly. I'm gonna make some tea, and I will see you in a minute. And I am back. Hooray! My plant things arrived. I moved them all from my front porch where people could take them to my back deck where there's a giant wall protecting it from the world. Hooray! I can plant tomatoes. Yay! So, that's all worked out. What shall we do for the last third-ish of stream? Yes, tomatoes. I have 4 baby tomatoes. I was not going to plant tomatoes because, I'll be honest, I think that the neighborhood rats just eat them before I do. But here we are. I could order tomatoes. So now I'm planting tomatoes. I have a very, very hot new cup of tea. Still Earl Grey. We'll switch to something less caffeinated after stream. I did once put a tomato in just a literal cage. Like I built a cage like I would have built for like rabbits back in the day with the sort of thick gauge wire that's just like half-inch holes or quarter like little hole, yeah. And there was like I made a hinged door. it was hilarious. Anyway, it was a little bit overkill, but I did get to eat those tomatoes. Hello, ham and eggs. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. That's what we left with before my break. Now we're back. Now we're back with the Velociraptor kittens. What are we gonna draw, chat? What follows up? I mean, we could just ink the Velociraptor kittens and color it if you wanted. We could just really go for it with the Velociraptor and kittens. If that's where we want to go. Sheep, or we could draw sheep. They might be scientists. Sheep doing the happy I'm getting food dance is so very specific that someone would have to show me a video. Because I don't have sheep. I don't know what that dance looks like. Alright, sheep is where sheep throwing pottery. That's right, we did. Someone did bring up sheep throwing pottery before, as I recall. I think I have sheep reference just sitting on my desktop for some unknown reason. It's not unknown. It's because patron sketch requests include sheep. And I very mindfully sat down to do them last night and then didn't. I told myself I would be good and do them and record them and put them up. Uh-oh. They might be scientist and Auntie Shepherd are gonna have a sheep throwdown. I don't know. But I mean look at their floof. Like how can you be mad at such floof? I mean, they have the maternal instinct of a dandelion puff. Oh, they're nice in the way that dogs have been bred to be placid and not very bright or resistant to any disease are nice. Oh dear. But like such floof. Just such floof. Hang on. I got too much I got carried away. Too much floof. Just, you know. Their lamps are not very bright. It's, you know. Just, my sheep is all weird and out of scale. Anyway, floof sheep. But like, okay, if merino are not real sheep. Let's see if I have real sheep reference. Oh, I found more chickens. That's not what I was looking for. I'm surprised I have not labeled a folder sheep. That seems like an oversight on my part. Ah, there are the sheep. I found the sheep. Let's see. Dan's sheep are proper sheep? I don't know. I mean, just a sheep variety would be what I was looking for. Oh, so the impression that I'm getting is that all sheep that aren't merino sheep are proper sheep. is how it sounds to me. Because okay, Jacob sheep have many horns and spots. I'm into it. I'm into it, and I'm gonna take this phone call quickly. So give me a second, because it could actually be important. Sorry about that break. It's gonna be great playback in the YouTube video. They had forgotten one of my bags of soil earlier. They dropped stuff off, and I carried it back during the break, but they'd forgotten soil, and they called to tell me that they brought it and dropped it off. Hooray! So, anyway, now all of my plant things have arrived. I thought it was probably them calling me to tell me they'd run out. But no! It was them calling me to tell me they'd just forgotten, and they've brought it now, and it's fine. And that's nice. Because I wanted more soil. So like, sheep, though. Sheep Sheep are weirdly shaped because they're floofy. And that makes it kind of hard to tell what's going on under there. So yeah, now I have enough soil for all of my tomatoes. And that is good. And they called me to tell me they dropped off the rest of the soil because they saw that I'd already taken all of the things in and figured I wouldn't notice. Okay. So the horn situation on these sheep is quite the thing. They've got ones that come down and sort of spiral. That's the wrong. There we go. That's the shape. And do kind of the spiral in kind of thing. And then they've got like hilarious top ones that seem to just choose to go either like way up or way over. Just like enormous crazy horns. Just absolute madness. Going everywhere. And like you can barely see their ears because they're like too many horns. Aw. There's a society. Of course there's a society. All right. They have cool t-shirts. Nice. I'm glad that they have t-shirts. Okay. Just correcting some things. Does your Jacob Weather have crazy horns, Auntie? Is it is he majestic? Majestically horned? So let's see. I feel like my scale here is off. I feel like this is all. Nope. Over. Nope. That's right. I didn't fix my Cintiq during the break. Oh well. Feel like that didn't do anything. fine. We'll work it out. We'll figure out what's happening. We'll fix the scale somehow. I mean, it's eh. Hmm. Just yeah, okay. Okay. Sure. Yep, still feels weird. Still feels weird. Just just undo everything. See, I've drawn soy sheep before, so I wanted to branch out and do new sheep. Sheep that I had never done before. You know, branch out, new experiences and all. As you do. Why? I mean, I feel like these horns speak for themselves as to the why. Just look at them. Look at them in all of their crazy glory. Such crazy mad horns. Who wouldn't want to draw such crazy horns? Oh man, I'm just failing at sheep feet today. For some reason. But yeah, I mean, those horns are just the grandeur of it all. Okay. Still not happy with my sheep feet. And that's not helping. Kind of that. Sure. Sure. Huh. Now I'm reading about cow horn. Although now I'm wondering how early the polysaccharide mutation showed up in sheep. Neat mutation, though. I wonder why it hasn't occurred in cows, as they might be scientists. You'd think it would occur if it. You think that if it occurred and bred true, a human would select for it. Ah, yes, that's fair. Humans, people are generally squirrely about horns on cattle and selected hard for pulled as soon as it showed up. Yep. It's all well and good to have majestic horns on sheep, but cows are quite large. Okay. So good sheep horns. Let's just quickly, what is this watercolor? Sure, that one will do. We'll just quickly, because I feel like the pattern is kind of important. You know, could I have the spots? Make it clear that it's got spots. There we go. See? There we sheep sketch. Indigenous African cattle breeds in general, have very majestic horns. Well, I see what's happened now is that we're going to have to Google we're going to have to Google specific. Oh yeah, yep. I remember what Ankole Watusi cattle look like now. Yes, I do. I remember those horns. Let's see. We could draw one of these very good cows. Such incredible horns. Oh, how about this bull? I know I said cows, but this bull is just such a big boy. Oh, where's my pencil? There's my pencil. Because I'm just gonna try and get even kind of these muscles right. Because then he's got yes. Look at these crazy horns. Just such horns. I should draw the Apis bull before the Greeks turned him into Serapis and made him human. Fair enough. Welcome back, Figment's Maid. We've moved on to livestock. Oh, let's see if I can get the face right, because the face is just so good. Oh yeah, there's so much. There's also chickens having tea. There's a velociraptor with kittens. We've had quite a day. We'll do a closing wrap up where we go back over all all that chat hath wrought. Okay. Stream has gone forever. Ah, I mean there's a little bit of time left. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll get to finish the grand livestock adventure. Okay, because then they've got quite the feats. And like this dewlap of doom, yeah, it's he's quite the creature. Um, let's oops. They have more upright feet than other cloven hooved critters. Learned that when I was doing Murder Unicorn and was looking at bulls charging. Um, sorry, we're doing a little bit of uncastrated farm life here. Kids, ask your parents. About the circle of life. Yeah, you need good feet if you're gonna pull heavy things. It's true. Ah, anyway, just the gentle suggestion there of bull anatomy. Look, they're just very prominent. Okay, and then so they have a kind of like the tips of their horns darken a little bit, which I think is neat. Oh yes, and a tail. Must not forget the tail. Um, so there we are. Bull needs bigger huevos. I mean, you know, what can you do? Look, this is as far as they're willing to go. Uh, and let's see. There we go. Now we have an Ankole Watusi cattle. Oh, sorry. I have to. It's auto. It auto denied because of an apis, but it's fine with the huevos. Oh. Oh dear. Oh. Oh wait, is the Ankole Watusi the appropriate type of bull for an apis bull? I thought that they were yeah, I was gonna say I wonder, because an apis is it there's a lot of races and flags, and it's not very good at spelling. So hang on. Yeah, so this isn't the apis bull because it's the wrong bull variety. I don't know what the right bull variety is, but it appears that it has smaller horns. Sacred bull. Let's look at. Well, I don't. Yeah, no, that's still. I don't know. The hump does not appear to be in the illustrations. Um, in the well, in if one is going by Egyptian painting and sculpture, which I'm looking at now. Um, he Auntie Shepard did do an entire thread about the incorrect cattle in Assassin's Creed. Um, Assassin's Creed Origins. Um, so anyway, this is a lovely bull, and he's gonna be over here. He's gonna be over here judging the Apis bull. So I'm gonna sort of wing it here a little bit, based on my understanding. Oops, of of bull anatomy. Let's give myself a baseline here. So Really? Really, Cintiq? We're doing that again? We're living in the world where we don't get to undo? Okay, cool. Fun. Anyway, um, so Apis Bull is more he's still sort of, the manly bull. And he's still got some of the, looks like, dewlap stuff going on, but we're just gonna need to delete this and start over. He's like the thick-necked kind of bulls. Um, so let's see. Yeah, that's the Spanish fighting bull. Like physique appears to be more Apis bull appropriate, as it were. Um, so let's just do a quick thing here. So kind of more of the the little nose, forehead, kind of and then the horns that go kind of like that. And then that neck that's all muscle. So it's like all neck. And then shoulder. And then sort of more of the sloping body. It's a little bit long, actually. No. Do. Kind of more like that. So and hair. And again, good feet. It's too big. Oh, God. We'll start with the front here. Bull puns. I mean, that's fair. Let's see. Yeah, we're a fairly pro pun group, it turns out. But I was right before. And sort of here. Eh. Eh. I am displeased with the entire back half. Trying to get the structure more right. A Bolshevik or a Red Bull. Oh, nice. Oh, thank you. They might be scientists. I'm having the worst time with cow legs today for some reason. It's possible that's because my Cintiq has lost its mind again. And I'm gonna have to go back and fiddle with it, try and get it to fix itself. It's got that weird delay again. I'm not happy about it. Anyway, it's alright. Because we're nearly there. Saving does need to happen. Good. Saved. Because see, because what we really need to get to is the important bit, which is the decoration. Not what I'm drawing. Here, look. Just for you guys. I'm making him extra virile. Anyway, the important part is the headdress decoration. Which is difficult to do with the lag on my pen, apparently. But we'll make it somehow. Somehow or other, we'll get there. All right. There we go. As the, because he's not the, oops. Gonna be like that, are we? Because he's not the Apis bull until he has the sun disk. Till then, he's just a bull. A bull being judged by the Nkole Watusi bull. Apparently. Because that is what it looks like to me, honestly. He's being horn judged. Where does the ears go? Under here. There we go. Needs ears. Good. Okay. There we are. Two different body shapes of bull. Yeah, I think the Ankole bull thinks that maybe the hat is compensating for something. I don't know. You know, I think he might just I think he might feel like maybe the hat is for bulls with small horns. Is all I'm pointing out. There we go. All tidied up. Okay, save. Just, you know, I'm really fond of the Ankole bull. I like his face. He is a good bull. I mean, you know, not to throw shade on the hang on, we need to just do a little bit of touch up here because there we go. So you know, some cows. I think that's I think we're gonna do the wrap up. I think we'll show everyone who's hi Megas Magus TH. Thank you for joining us. We're right at the end, but we're gonna do a wrap up so you can see what happened so that next time you can join us for the chaos at the beginning. So we got some good cows. What else? We did this spots. We did this very good sheep. Because horns. We have a velociraptor and kittens. Because reasons. The velociraptor has feathers because of course it does because velociraptors have feathers. We have a chicken tea party. Just chickens and a table with a tea party. Zoom thing. Stay. Show them all of the chickens. Why? Why are you like this? Why are you like this, computer? People are watching. There we go. Chicken tea party, and we started with unicorn and quail rainbow scarf knitting. It's where we began the day. We began the day with unicorn rainbow scarf knitting. Moved on to tea parties. And then velociraptor and kittens. And then we just went for just straight farm animals. Yeah, only one quail today. And then we moved on to cattle at the end. It was a low quail day. It was a low quail, high livestock day. I felt like because I think it's because I was doing so many chickens. I just felt like I'd covered the bird angle already with the chicken tea party. Just felt like, and then I, you know, quail helping to knit scarves as you do. This is the only one quail. So yeah, a lot of turned into a sketch request stream basically. As sometimes happens. Only one quail, but you know, it's a knitting quail, so it's solid. Anyway, Hope that you guys enjoyed random sketch request stream. Next week, Friday Tea Time will once again be pottery, and it will be a little bit less chaotic, a little bit more planned and curated, because that's how pottery works. Don't forget I'm streaming Monday nights now. Streaming Monday until I guess Pottery Studio opens back up, because Monday night was when I would go to the studio. So, you know, Monday starting at 5, do a quote short 2-hour stream. It'll probably just be whatever art I'm working on. And then next week, Friday Tea Time, will be pottery at the pottery table. I will probably put up a poll. I've got a couple of ideas for what to do, so we'll see. Have fun CT scanning more sheep. They might be scientists. That sounds like quite the job. So everybody, stay safe out there, or inside, more accurately. Stay safe in your house. Have a good weekend. Remember that if you like telling me what to draw, you can do so by becoming a patron. And then you can just tell me what to draw even when I'm not live on stream. And all of these streams go up on YouTube. The link is below. If you missed part of it and want to go back and watch me draw, it's in there. And hopefully everyone has a good weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and have a good night. Bye.